Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of March 22nd, 2021. Every week we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
This week we're complaining about social media for kids and obsessing about digital detoxes. We're also taking a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today we're talking about one author's take on Signs You're a Good Mom. This was Scary Mommy, and it's called 14 Signs You're a Good Mom, and it's things like dishes in the sink, a toilet paper roll that makes you wonder if it's safe to wipe. That was a good one. Having laundry piled up. And this was one of my favorites, randomly filled bowls or baskets. Because, that is such a little kid thing, to just find. And she even had a separate entry of just random stuff in random places.
Yeah.
To just find, a fork in the TV room or even weirder stuff, just the way kids gather little things and put them in places. And, just the basic message was if this is happening in your house, you probably have your priorities straight, kids are exploring and they're, playing, and you're not following them around and making them put everything away every 2 seconds.
Right. Now, see, I'm following them around and taking all the little detritus they drop and putting it in a bowl. I thought that's what it meant,
right.
that you as a mom have filled bowls and baskets with all the little junk. My son is 28, and I have a bowl of stuff people gave him for Halloween at his volunteer job. It's he doesn't want it. I don't feel like I can throw it away. So I think it's in a plastic Christmas bowl full of Halloween stuff.
Of course.
And soon to be Easter stuff joining it. Maybe the occasional Valentine thing thrown in there.
It's now a holiday bowl. That's what it's for. So
that's what I think. Sure.
Yes.
That's it. Also, repurposed gift bags full of miscellaneous items seem to be around and about my home.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have. In our upstairs hall, we have this bench, this just big, long bench. And at one point when my daughter was clearing stuff out of her room, she put 2 smallish bins of stuff there. And it's all stuff that's a little bit sentimental, but not really a whole lot, and not really the kind of stuff you can give to Goodwill, but also stuff that you don't want to throw away, that kind of stuff. And it's been sitting there for 18 months. And I just don't know what to do about it.
It's the stuff you can't throw out, but you also don't want to interact with on a daily basis.
Usually I'm pretty good about throwing stuff away. Usually I'm not too bad about throwing stuff away, but I don't know. There's something about this stuff that I'm well, it's perfectly good, but for who? There's no reason for it.
Right.
I found a gift bag stuffed full of mail, and I distinctly remember sometime, really quite a long time ago, clearing off a table and saying, I'm just going to put this stuff in this bag for now, just to get it off the table. And then, months and months have passed. I'm afraid to look at it if there's something in there that's overdue, but it's probably just junk, right? It's probably just junk.
It'll be one of those stories where, person returns library book after 40 years.
But it's even if it's junk mail, I have to open it up and rip it up because you can't just throw junk mail away, right?
Right.
Because somebody could fill out that credit card.
Do you have a shredder?
I do, but it doesn't work. It's jammed full of stuff because I never threw away the shredded stuff that's in it.
We
sense a theme.
We've been told that we can't put our shreds in the recycling anymore.
What?
Yeah, because they mess things up, or already there was a special rule about how you had to put it in a paper bag and staple it closed so that the shreds wouldn't fly all over. But now they're saying we don't do it.
Right.
So I don't know. Are we supposed to put it in the regular trash? I don't think that's what they had in mind.
Well, I think every now and then there's a community event around here where you can bring shredded stuff. What they do with it, I don't know. They have a bunch of people in a basement somewhere taping stuff together. They sell it to scammers. Here.
Right.
If you can tape together anything from this, you've done good work and you deserve your ill-gotten gains.
You deserve whatever credit card you just applied for.
Well, I think it's clear from this list that the three of us, moms of the year, moms of the century.
I think so.
Oh.
Bring all the accolades to me. Yes. And I've kept it going for, 3 decades now. So
my husband has kept it going well beyond. Yeah, especially that stove that shows the signs of a meal that was prepared.
Yes.
It's a constant.
Oh, yes.
Yes. That happens here on the daily.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty accurate list, I would say. It's not one of those lists that somebody just slapped together and was like really, I don't know, ambiguous.
There was some life experience in this.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's this author, this writer clearly has children. And she knows she knows her audience. She knows who she's writing this for too. So that's a good thing. So I could definitely relate to this. Especially, and also the toys in the bathtub. Toys.
Yes.
That was always my one of my biggest
That just came up on my
struggles.
Facebook memories pretty recently. A picture of the bathtub just filled with Barbies. Like,
Oh, yeah.
25 Barbies. Like, I didn't even know we had that many Barbies. There were so many.
Yeah.
They were all having a big old party in the bathtub.
In the tub. I know. Yeah. And then, and for us too, I don't know. I mean, this is more of a tech related thing, for those of you that have kids that are really into technology and whatnot. But we were constantly, still even now, because our daughter's back home, but we're constantly getting our passwords changed. We're constantly getting our Alexa instructions changed. Like anything technical in our house, if we set it up, it's not going to stay that way. Like our daughter will find a way to get in there and alter it for her to serve her own purposes. She will take over the, Echo Dots that we have in various spaces in the house. She'll gather all of the hardware accessories. They'll all accumulate in her house. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely a sign of, you've got a techie kid in your home.
Right.
Yeah.
They commandeer anything that has like a keyboard or an on-off switch. So, yeah.
I wish my kids would do that because I have like tons of old keyboards, just, old like laptops lying around that probably still have some useful life if anybody would want to like reinvigorate them. But no, the only one that will do that is me. So, trying to train my daughter to tech it up, but she hasn't.
Well, I'll send you mine.
She just bought herself a new laptop. First time in her life she's like bought herself something big like that. It was very exciting. Thank you, U.S. government, for
that,
taking our tax money and then sending it back to us like it's a gift. So, she's been wanting a new computer and this seemed like the perfect opportunity that she could buy it herself and have that thrill. So that means that her old computer will go on the pile with the
on the Morrow family computer graveyard.
That's right. Maybe this would be on my list of signs you're a good mom. There's just like a computer every 5 feet. Many of them elderly and in disarray, but still, they're still there just in case somebody might need it one day.
Or even, I was just thinking too about my son, for example, who is just absolutely passionate about playing the guitar. And so his hobby is all about guitars. And so the whole time he was living with us, all through school, growing up. And then when he came back to live with us after university for a few years, I would constantly find guitar picks everywhere. They were everywhere. They popped up in places that I didn't even think they could. And so finding your kids, you know, like their little passions or their hobbies kind of strewn around the house, you know, like whether it's guitar picks or novels or whatever it is, but they're just kind of
Legos.
Legos, exactly. It's like a graveyard of, you know, guitar picks in our house. I swear to God. There's stuff everywhere. So
We still have Legos in about 4 or 5 places in our house.
Yeah.
Because those
So it's
you
just
definitely
constantly
can't
finding
get rid
that
of.
stuff.
They're expensive.
Yeah. So I used to not, you know, it used to drive me crazy, but now it makes me smile because
Right.
then you remember.
Yeah.
Remember when they were young.
Aww.
I know.
Well, we want to make sure that you, our listeners, have time to go around your house, either cleaning up some of that stuff or messing things up so that people will think you're a good mother. So, you know, our old podcast episodes are probably good listening for either of those endeavors. But that's it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2 and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.